I've literally just switched on my camera and I'm just going to talk. This is literally the first video on my brand new channel. For me personally, I'm trying to reach people that were like me when I graduated. Postgrad can either humble you or it can be like the best thing ever in your life. Mine was the opposite, very much humbled. I want to share with you 6 things I did post-grad while I could not find myself a job. I still don't have a job, imagine. So when I say instead of getting a job, what I mean is I tried my absolute best to get a job. My circumstances, certain things just didn't put that particular life path in my way. So I graduated in July 2019. That is 3 years ago. And up to now, I still don't have a job. Never had a job in my life. It's honestly a bit depressing when I think about it because that's of course where I thought my life would go, but it hasn't. If it happens, then that's where I'm meant to be in life. If not, then I'm ready to accept any other destiny that is out there for me. So I feel like I should give a quick backstory of my graduation and my university. Before university, like in college, I was pretty much a good student. I got good grades enough to get me into university. Then through university, I had a hard time adjusting to the different way you need to study. It's not like college where you have time to make really detailed notes and taking things. It's really more about understanding than memorizing things, and I learned that the hard way. I struggled in my exams. I got lower grades than I was used to, but eventually third year I pulled up my grades. But I did graduate with a 2.2. I think I was just under 6% away from a 2.1. That little 6% has completely changed my life. During university, of course, everyone is all about the graduate schemes, internships. I had no idea what those things were. Like, I just never learned about it. I didn't know that I had to start early so that when I graduate, things were easier. So yeah, life kind of hit me just after I graduated. I was humbled. Like, oh my days, those were such depressing days, months, a whole year of just really being depressed. So yes, I graduated with a 2.2 with no work experience. I never had any work experience in my life. Prior to that, I was just always focused on school. I would focus on school, go home, study, go to school again. That was it. While everybody was studying, while alongside trying to get internships, I was fully focused on my studies, my friends, partying, you know, the whole uni lifestyle. When I graduated, life kind of hit me. You know, I chilled for a bit. Then I was like, okay, it's getting to September, October. Let me start looking for a job. So I started applying to internships. Now, I studied finance, accounting, and management. So my career path I wanted to go down was accounting. And I would still like to be an accountant, but like, we'll see if life takes me there. I tried my best to apply for graduate schemes, internships, but it was all a little bit too late. Well, number one, I had a 2.1 degree, and most graduate schemes, especially in accounting, business, whatever you name it in the finance world, they need 2.1s and above minimum. So I was pretty much always getting rejected. I started volunteering. This was the first thing I did after graduating instead of getting a job. I volunteered. I worked for free. So the 2 roles that I volunteered at was one at a small accounting firm. I did that for about 3 or 4 months. It was good, you know. It made me feel like, yes, this is the path I want to go down. I really liked the office environment. I loved seeing my studies in action, seeing the accountant do his work and stuff and helping. I really loved my experience. And then the second volunteering I did was in a charity shop. So like collecting donations, doing customer service, working at the till. Like, I also learned a bunch of amazing skills. So yes, I finally had some experience to put on my CV, and I continued applying for jobs and everything. I stopped really applying for graduate schemes, but I started applying for general accounts assistant jobs or anything more so anything that was available at a beginner level. I try and volunteer and immerse myself in anything my career related, but otherwise I still don't have a job. Moving on to the second thing I did instead of getting a job. Graduated in 2019, I was volunteering throughout the rest of the year trying to get experience. Then during that time I was also traveling where I could. Now, of course, when you don't have a job, you know, the money starts to run out. I was living at home, so I was completely fine. Like, I had a roof over my head, I had food and everything. I was completely fine. I was chilling. I was good. I was just looking for a job. During that time, whatever money I had left in my savings, I traveled a bit. And I don't mean like travel like I went on luxurious holidays. I literally went down to London, I went to Manchester, I went to York, I went to Leeds, like just a bunch of local-ish cities. Also, I didn't stay there for long periods of time. Like, maybe I went down to London for a day trip. I went to Manchester for like 2 or 3 days, but at least those little bits of traveling got me out and they opened up my mind. I didn't feel as stuck at home just because I saw different places. Even in my local city, I would just go around, see new people, new faces, meet new people, and it was a break from being at home, being in my room and stuff. So travel how and where you can, if possible. Even just find new places around your local city. It just helps your mental as well to, I don't know, it gave me hope to just see different places, keep going and to keep applying and stuff, because you know, seeing new places, like, it gives you aspiration, motivation. So yes, the second thing I did was travel while volunteering and while job hunting. So the third thing I did instead of getting a job was I spent a lot of time alone. I don't know if you can class that as a thing to do, but I did spend a lot of time alone. I was home doing house chores, cooking and stuff in my room, just alone to my thoughts and to just thinking about my future and stuff. That can sound a bit depressing, but like, I also enjoyed it a lot. I had time to think about what I wanted in the future, time to read, to learn new things, to unlearn things, to just develop myself as a person. I even started learning French. I wish I continued because I started to get really good at it. I've always kind of liked French music, and then it inspired me to learn a bit of French. Maybe I should pick that up again, but like, yeah, I tried to learn a new language. I was reading some books. I was just doing everything I can possible to improve myself as a person, and I would say that was very critical. I'm really glad I did that. In the moment, it felt like I was wasting time, and this was in 2020. Going forward, I just spent a lot of time alone. Even up to now, I don't spend as much time alone, but I'm really glad I had that experience of being alone, because I know myself and I know what I like and I don't like. Don't be afraid of spending time alone. For me, I didn't really have many friends back then. That's a whole other story. I might make a whole video on that, but like, I didn't really have many friends, and I was okay with it, and I'm still okay with it. So embrace being alone, because you learn a lot and you can really focus on yourself and figuring out who you are. Yeah, I spent a lot of time alone. That was number 3, and now I'm not afraid to be alone. Like, you know, sometimes you feel like you always have to have friends, or you feel lost without having people around you, but like, I am completely fine whether I'm with or without people. I'm completely fine alone. Okay, number 4, this was in the middle of 2020, so June, July, August, September. I'm not exactly sure which month. August is when I started my own small business. I spent a lot of time on social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. I spent a lot of time on social media, and I've always been the type of person who wanted to start her own business. That time alone gave me the confidence to say, no, I'm going to start a small business. I had literally nothing to lose. Literally, I had nothing to lose. My mom and sisters invested into my small business. I think only about £150. But yes, they all invested into me starting my own business. And luckily for me, the business took off and I started to earn a little bit of my own income, which, I mean, considering I didn't have a job, like, that was, guys, that gave me so much confidence and freedom. Like, I could just go shopping for myself because I had my own income. Like, I was working for myself. And I think for me, from then, I didn't even say what business it was. I started a press-on nail business. So I'd make nails and send them off to people, and it just took off. My business low-key blew up, and that's how I started earning my first bit of income for myself. That little business changed my life, gave me so much confidence and direction in my life. I knew from then on, like, I love business. I want to work for myself in the future. I want to be my own boss. I just want control of my income. Like, I can't imagine sitting on a table doing work for hours and hours and not getting paid what I think I deserve. I don't know, like, I like the idea of setting my own prices and just advertising to people and people valuing my work and buying from me. So yes, business for me from then on was my heart and soul, and it still is. So yes, number 4 is that I started my own small business. Okay, so number 5, the 5th thing I did instead of getting a job was starting a YouTube channel. And I don't mean this YouTube channel. Yes, I've started this one, but this is actually my 3rd YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel dedicated to my press-on nail business and my nails, and then I have a YouTube channel just for me personally where I do my hair, makeup, you know, just like the girly things I want to do but I can't express on my nail channel. And then I have this channel. This channel is basically about me and my mental things in my brain, like a little outlet. I don't know how many people are watching this or if there's even going to be anyone watching this, but like, I started a YouTube channel. Now, I'm not saying you have to start a YouTube channel if you don't have a job, but definitely pick up a hobby. something that can earn you money, be a passion, and just be an outlet for you to let out your creativity or your thoughts, feelings, whatever it may be. Just anything to let something out. And for me, that was, I guess, YouTube. It didn't start off like that. It started off with me just showing my business online, like my nail tutorials as I was making the nails for my business. And I'll just showcase that, and my YouTube channel also low-key blew up. So it just continued from there. I was able to get both channels monetized, and that's how I started to have income from YouTube as well. I started my first YouTube channel in 2021. No, I started my YouTube channel in 2020. Shortly after my business, it blew up around 2021. I started my second YouTube channel in 2021. And then in 2022, I guess I've started this YouTube channel. So it's a hobby for me, it's a source of income, and it's an outlet for me. Okay, finally, number 6. The sixth thing I did instead of getting a job was I moved abroad. I packed up my things and I left the UK and I moved back to my home country. I am currently in sunny Zambia, and honestly, I absolutely love it. It's always been a dream of mine to move. Guys, I don't say that casually. Obviously, I don't have a job, so I didn't have the finances to just up and leave. I have family here. I moved back with my mom. She's always also wanted to come back, so it was a very easy transition, and I always came to visit here every single summer. It wasn't anything new to me. It was just something that I've always wanted to do. And I do sometimes miss the UK. I do definitely plan on going back to visit. I don't think I could just up and leave and never go back to the UK. Like, I will be visiting. But like, as my base, as in where I want to spend my days, it's back home here in Zambia. And I've been here since December 2021. And actually, it's December 2022 now. So I've been here exactly 1 year. But yes, I left the UK and I've been here for exactly 1 year, and I have loved it. Like, and I'm not saying you guys should up and leave. Like, I just mean follow your heart. Whether it's moving cities, whether it's moving out, whether it's, staying put, or just doing something that your heart is telling you, go for it. That's what I'm trying to say. For me, moving back was my going for it. I was going to stay in the UK and study for my ACCA, but like, you can do ACCA anywhere in the world. So that's why I moved, because I'm also studying for my ACCA. Does that count as another thing? Bonus thing I did instead of getting a job is I continued studying. I guess it's equivalent to a master's degree. But yeah, my degree helps my ACCA because it gives me some exemptions. I don't have to do every single exam in the ACCA. But by the way, if you don't know, ACCA stands for Association of Chartered Accountants. I need to talk about, figuring out your life path and going with the flow and going with your feeling and going with your desires and your destiny and stuff. Because, you might think you want something so bad. I think I want to be an accountant so bad, but everything that has happened in my life is pushing me a different direction, and I'm getting to a point where I'm not scared to follow it. For me, it's business right now. Like, I love business, I love YouTube, I love finance, I love investing, I love all of those things, and that's where I want my life to go. I have a vision for my life and I'm gonna go with the flow. But I'm also gonna keep studying, because honestly, it's a bit scary not knowing if you're doing the right thing. But I believe I'm doing the right thing. I believe I'm heading in the direction I want to. So that's basically what's in my brain. I just wanted to share the 6 things that I did post graduating instead of getting a job. For anyone out there who is in a similar position to me, if you're not sure about where your life is going, school is important. Don't get me wrong. Definitely get your degree. I'm all for degrees and everything, but don't base your whole life on it or decide that your life has to go in that direction. When I would hear people say, like, most people who get a degree don't actually end up using it, I was so scared, so shocked, and so I didn't believe that fact. Like, I didn't want to believe that fact, but the truth is, and it's very scary, but you just have to allow yourself to accept it. Luckily for me, I'm in business. Like, I still use elements of my degree, finance, accounting, management, the business stuff. I still use it in my business, running my business and everything. Without it, I could still run my business. Like, I didn't fully need it to run my business. I could still just start a business and just keep going. Don't be scared to not follow a specific path you have in your head. Like, life has a whole different destiny for you. So sometimes that's good, sometimes that's not good. You have to decide what you really want, and again, spend time alone. Travel, meet new people, gain some knowledge, go online and research, like, really delve deep into developing yourself, and just trust. Like, the biggest thing for me is just having faith. Like, I have faith that, like, I have a destiny, and that doesn't mean I'm going to sit around and wait and just hope that it's there. Like, I'm going to make my reality the way I want it to be, while trusting and having faith that I'm going in the right direction. That's that's basically it. So if you're also humbled by post-graduation, or just, you know, not knowing where your life is going, or any transitions in your life, like, I hope you can kind of relate. I hope it's kind of helped you know that, like, you're not alone, or you're not struggling in this alone. Like, I'm 24, I'm still figuring things out as well. But yeah, that's my message for today. I hope it resonated with you in any way. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Share this with someone who you might think it might help. Otherwise, I will see you in my next video. Bye.